let's have a look around to see what's going on. So, not a lot that's unfamiliar for people that know my team. We're just going to schedule some stuff over here in the activities for the team morale and team boosting. In terms of the messages, nothing special that I can see anyway. I'm not much of a reader, I'll be honest with you. Let's have a look at the facility. So, aerodynamics wise, we're pretty much in spec 1 for everything. So, it's going to take a while for us to build this up, but we've got the cash to do so. So, it should be fine. So, looking at the vehicle performance comparison on the right over here, we can see that we're currently fourth from last. McLaren's down there, Aston Martin's down there with us as well. Williams, okay, that's interesting. Well, Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes are the top team with Ferrari leading the charge. Alfa Romeo not too far behind, and Alpine as well. So the grid isn't too far apart from each other, but the R&D race is going to be real for us, and that will be interesting to see where we finish by the end of the season. Other than that, there's not really too much else to go into, so let's get straight into the Bahrain Grand Prix. A standard weekend, we've got some stuff coming in our way. Actually, do you know one thing I didn't do? R&D. I didn't check R&D at all, even though I said it's going to be a hell of an R&D race. So let's have a look at the R&D side now, see what we can and can't upgrade. No data, let's see what we've got here. So we've got 1,550 points, and we want to get our aero package up to speed ASAP, I would say. Well, we've got a little bit here, and it leaves us some water left over, so we can actually upgrade 2 different parts. So our wing mirrors are going to get upgraded to be a little bit more streamlined, and our chassis rear floor under tray is going to be upgraded as well, I think, to make it a little bit lighter and more streamlined down there as well. And that leaves us with 400 left. So by the end of this, we should be very well and truly into the R&D race. So, but now we're looking all right, but let's see where we end up by the end of the season. Right, we're into qualifying, and I'll be honest, it didn't go very well for me. This is the first time I went out in the car, and I didn't know what to expect. I kind of knew it was going to be a bit sluggish and everything, but the fact that the tyre temps are so low was not helpful whatsoever. So you'll see straight away when we leave the pits, we're in 70-degree tyre temperatures, and as we try and do our first lap, just to warm up the tyres, it will take a while just for us to get used to it. As we head off to our first corner here, instantly lock up. Just no temperature in these tires, no grip whatsoever, and you really have to be careful and work your way up to it, otherwise you will end up spinning, because you can see right now as we put the power down, it is so loose. At this point I'm thinking, okay, I think I've got a handle of it, but I am definitely wrong, because as you can see, we're still on 74-degree temperature, struggling to turn the car in. Even on the power, nothing, just no grip. You have to be so careful. I'm pretty sure I don't make it through this lap without at least one spin, so that'll be upcoming shortly. But yeah, if you're driving these cars, even if it's not my team, just be careful of the tire temperatures. They take a whole lap to get up to temperatures, and you have to be very careful initially. Even if you do a pit stop, those tires come out colder than usual, so there is almost no grip. I think you're about a second or two slower than normal. I've yet to work out whether the undercut or the overcut's better, but I guess it just depends on whether you're effective with getting your temperatures up to speed. I think this is roughly where we spun, somewhere around here. I don't think we made it. I'm pretty sure I didn't make it through the whole lap. If we did, then that's banging. Saying that, this is still the out lap. But we didn't have a great qualifying. I'll shut up now whilst we do this first lap, and you'll see how it goes for us. Right, as we cross the line, there's a few things I did wrong here, and that's just because I don't understand the game quite as well at this point. I do better now, but the ERS was on the entire outlap, which drained my battery, so when I crossed the line, I had less battery than I wanted. The tire temps was still too cold, so at the start it was just slipping and sliding everywhere. But that gives you an idea of what you're gonna have to deal with in the new game. But I think this was the best lap and the only lap we put in. It was P4 initially, but we dropped down very quickly. So this is actually the best lap we did. I would show you the other lap, but I'm so disappointed by it, and I made so many mistakes that's just not worth it. But yeah, this is the best lap we did. So moving on to the results, we actually ended up in P16 in the end. We have a much better race, luckily, but P16 is where we ended up. I think that's roughly a good estimate for where the car's pace is at the moment, but yeah, we couldn't do much about that. We made mistakes. We need to learn how the car drives, and it's also extremely slow in a straight line. We're not even P21. That must mean the track development was absolutely insane as well. Anyway, lessons learned. We move on to the race, and yeah, at least we'll have a better time over there.